So next up on the games that I really liked and I was really excited about, there were other announcements. Again, this is all according to me. And if you have other ones that you were excited about that I didn't talk about and you wonder why, feel free to have those exchanges with me. I love having those conversations. But next up for me, it's the Outer Worlds. We got teasing about it, a couple days before, as you usually do with these kind of things. Obsidian had talked about they were going to talk about their brand new IP that they were making that was completely theirs, and they finally released it. It's called the Outer Worlds, and I gotta say, this looks really, really cool. I really dig the direction that they're going in. So, from what I gathered from it, it's going to be like a traditional RPG that they usually make, but it's kind of got a different take to it. It's a little bit, for me, it looks like a mixture of the humor and the kind of art style of Borderlands, and it very much feels like it's going to have maybe more of a humorous co-op mentality to it, so it's giving it more of a Borderlands vibe, but it still also very much feels like the guys that made Fallout, so it still has the Fallout feel. It still has that dark, gringy, gray colored worlds, and I love the fact that it's in space. I'm wondering if, because it's called the Outer Worlds, we're going to get to go to other planets and kind of explore around space. I think that's freaking rad if they do that, because that's one of the things I love so much about what I saw with, that's why I love Mass Effect so much, is because that idea that you're going to other planets, you're talking to other species, you're building relationships in other areas. And I kind of hope that is used in the other worlds, because I could already tell just based on the trailer that I was really digging on what they're doing with these characters. The dialogue was funny, the interactions were funny, and it looks different. So it doesn't look like it takes itself way too serious, which is something that I wanted to see from Obsidian, because, Fallout can be goofy, but for the most part, there's a lot of serious. The IP itself takes itself very seriously. So I wonder how they're going to change it up. And granted, this isn't a Fallout game, so they can do whatever the hell they want. I'm acting like it's Fallout: The Other Worlds. No, it's its own game, so they can do whatever they want, and they can create the world that they want. And I'm very much hoping they lean more towards a Borderlands style RPG, where it's humorous, has a lot different aspects to it, and there's a bunch of different wacky characters, and your character, can the skill trees that you want and everything else. I did find it interesting that they just said 2019. They didn't give a release date. I don't get upset about when games do that. I mean, Far Cry New Vegas. I can't keep talking about Obsidian because I keep making Far Cry and Fallout the Fs. Far Cry New Dawn had a release date, February 15th of 2019. Other Worlds just says 2019. I'm okay with that. If you really think you can hit that date, good for you, Far Cry. But I love it when a game just says it's 2019. We're not quite sure when it's going to happen. We don't know if it's going to be fall or the spring. It's just coming. And that's okay. I want them to take as much time as possible. I'm very interested on what they do with this series, because, let's be honest, I imagine they're trying to build a franchise out of this. And I think that there could be enough hype behind it. I'm wondering what they're going to show at E3, because I feel like this was just a little nibble, and then we're going to see a lot of fun stuff at E3. Also, interesting thing, so clearly this game was way done with development before Microsoft acquired them, because they're still releasing this game on PS4, which is kind of a bummer if you're an Xbox guy, because you're like, well, we got this brand, this big name, this important studio, but they're still, much like We Happy Few, they're still going to release it on another console on the PlayStation. So I'm wondering how that's going to work going forward. If they do make a franchise, what's going to work for them. I can't wait. I'm excited. I was hoping to get hooked right away with that trailer, and I did.